Hi, Gareth. How are you?
Yeah, hi Michael. I'm well, thank you. Nice to see you.
It's good to see you too. Listen, I, I was just thinking, it's been over 10 years since we first started working together here at Vale Cricket Club. You as the chairman, me as a member, and now a director. Um, we've got some stories to tell, haven't we? But what a journey we've been on.
Yeah, it's been amazing, and you've been very good at taking me around the boundary and getting me to look back, which is not something I do naturally. But yes, looking back to 10 years and the journey, the achievements, the team we've built, and just the way the club has grown and developed has been truly remarkable. And that's down to a lot of people and some really great foundations that people before us put in place.
I know, and just when I think about the stories we could tell, and there's still stories that we're going to create together. There's a few things obviously that over the last 10 years have been real highlights for the club. Give me some reminder pointers as I'm aging and can't always remember things. What are the real highlights that you pick out over the last kind of 10 years?
I think for me the big highlight is the growth in our membership and the development of the members, and the fact we've now got vice presidents and people supporting the club, over 30 sponsors, and just the development from where we were 10 years ago when I remember playing in a second 11 with 7 players and we were really struggling. We were talking about amalgamating with other clubs. That's all so far in the history of the club now, and the work that's been undertaken by so many over the last 10 years to get us to here. We've secured over £150,000 worth of grant support to make the club look like it does today on the ground, inside the clubhouse with the facilities. Just some remarkable partnerships with sponsors and friends of the club. People have helped enormously to get us where we are today. So I think for me, it's that journey, that just how much we've achieved, and just the pride I take on a Friday night when you sit and watch 100+ young people playing cricket, and the fact we've now got over 200 juniors playing at the club, a women and girls section, 4 senior sides, and we're looking to push out a fifth 11 possibly in the not too distant future. So some amazing kind of memories, and great journey so far.
And I think, from my point of view, as kind of, I deliberately see myself as one of the backroom staff, very much not wanting to be in the limelight or out front. And things like changing the structure of the club from a membership organization. And there's nothing wrong with a membership organization. Members are the club at the end of the day, but changing that structure to allow us to raise money, professionalize what had already started happening here when you came in. That was quite something, wasn't it, really? We kind of forgotten the work that we did and what that's meant.
That the whole, you're right, setting up the Community Benefit Society, which allowed us to then buy the ground, which again, it just part of that 10-year journey that you do forget about. But a major success for the club and people involved to now own the ground and have the security of tenure and allow us to sort of build on what we're talking about, and to push forward with the next phase of the vision for the club.
And it's obvious to me, sort of riding shotgun, if you like, a little bit with you. It's not just, as you say, it's not just one individual. It's the kind of talented people that have given of their time, their expertise, their ideas along the way, and a fantastic board of directors. But then it's the people in the cricket side of the club that help with. I mean, it's a big word, but we are actually building a legacy here, aren't we? Not for ourselves, for the club.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think that's one of the things that we're very fortunate to have is a strong volunteer base. And so we've talked about the leadership team, the club, the board, the cricket committee, but then the sort of ground team, the junior coaches, the administrators, the service partners, and the professional companies that help us with the support of the machinery, the clubhouse, running it, And yeah, it's a massive team of people that contribute. And yeah, and it's not until you do something like this you actually kind of reflect and think about how big that team is, and what actually goes on in running a sort of a cricket club, which is much more than cricket, because we haven't even touched on the sort of 8 to 10 community groups that now use the club, and the growth as a community hub that's happened over the last 5 years as well. So again, that's all part of the journey that we've been on, and it makes us much richer for that, for those experiences and for those contacts as well.
I mean, being embedded in the community locally is very important to us all, I know, but it's very important to you, not just to make cricket better here at our club, but to maybe think of every boy and every girl within a radius of us that we can help to get into cricket. That's part of what's motivating you, isn't it? It's not just this club, it's cricket generally.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as part of the plan, we've been talking about how we grow and develop our junior section, which we've done really well. And it's now turning that into a sort of 365-day a year opportunity, so that cricket predominantly played in the summer. We struggle to get facilities to train in the winter, and they're very expensive. And as many who are hopefully watching this podcast now will know, we've got the vision and the aim to build an indoor cricket facility, which has been part of the plan from back in 2015. So, but we're now actually seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and some very positive news to report. And and that's in the line of fire. So that's the next big project.
Well, one thing I know from working with you over the last 10 years is when something is in your sights, it's going to happen, and it's going to be done to the highest standards. So maybe we could start to tell anyone listening to us and watching us, we're moving as a team now to turn the page on a whole new chapter for Vale Cricket Club, for the members, for the community groups that use the facility. What's coming, and maybe just tell us that, and also, how close are we to getting going on this big project? What is this big project, and how close is it, Gareth?
Okay, so I think sort of theme we touched on earlier, there's been a number of people, sort of members of the club and professional organisations, that have helped us to get this far. So we've benefited from planning advice, architectural support, engineering support. Teams of the club have been out looking at other facilities to help us to understand and to learn and to build the knowledge around what a cricket centre would look like. So the nub of this is that we're looking to put up a cricket facility on the ground, and with the information we've got at the moment, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to do that, start doing that project towards the end of 27 and into 28. So we're very close now, and We've discussed with the planners what we want to do. So whilst we haven't got planning permission, that's one of the tasks over the next 8 to 10 months. We've got some really good feedback, and we've kind of comfortable with the planning application that we're going to be putting in. So that, plus some really good knowledge around the building, and we've been talking to cricket professionals, we've been talking to organisations that build and fit out cricket facilities. I'd go so far as to say I doubt there's any club in the country that's done as much research as the team working on this project have done. We've travelled all over the country to look at facilities, and so we've got a very clear idea of what we want to do. And with the team we've talked about, with the professionals we've talked about, we're now engaging with professional companies who build and construct both the building and fit out. So we've got some really good knowledge, and there's a subgroup now which we're both part of, meeting fortnightly to make sure that we progress and move this project forward. So yeah, confident that we're very close. And we've also had some good news in the last few weeks about finance, and we're just sort of closing in on an opportunity which will be a massive springboard for us to move forward confidently. And as soon as we've got that over the line, we can share a bit more of that detail.
We all love a teaser, don't we? It's the kind of EastEnders way of doing things. So I think we could go a little bit further, and we could say we think this project is going to cost around about £850,000, and it's going to build a one of a kind for a local cricket club indoor training facility for all year round training. every boy, every girl, no reason not to be playing cricket in the winter, in the bad weather that we often get. Obviously, we're enjoying an amazing summer at the moment. We've actually got, and we'll have this confirmed in writing fairly soon, a commitment to provide up to around just under 50% of the funding. So we'll be able to update people, as you say, properly and officially when we've got that in writing. And that perhaps could be the subject of another chat that you have with another member of the group or the board working on this project in due course. Yeah. So we're pretty confident now, aren't we, that this project is going to happen. Planning is going to take 8 to 10 months. We know that. It's the standard thing. We can't make it any faster than that. So we'll be able to come out to people and let them know where we are in the process of planning applications, and also how they can help us to get this facility off the ground. Because as we both know, it's not about individuals. It's not even about a team. It's about a whole club getting behind this project, isn't it? And we'd like some help, wouldn't we?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's about the club getting behind it and the wider community. And we've already raised funds. I touched earlier on buying the ground, so we've been successful in doing that. But this is another big step up from buying the ground financially and also from a commitment point of view. But yeah, there'll be opportunities, and there will definitely be a shout out to every single member to sort of get involved and help us with the fundraising and to make the project come to fruition. So it's no, absolutely, and we've got some really good people, but we're looking to ask people to harness that support across the club and across the wider community, because as I said earlier, we've now got 8 or 9 community groups, and they're all excited about the opportunity to have a bigger space. And for members, it will mean that we will be able to practice all year round. It will mean when the weather's bad, we'll be able to get inside and play some cricket. And so if there's a game on a Friday and the weather's bad, we won't have to say, well, there's no cricket. We'll be able to say, come down and use the indoor facility. So yeah, it will be, as I say, dare I say, a game changer for us. And yeah, and the cricket community here have already been spoken to. They know that this is on the radar, and we're getting asked about how soon can we provide it. So not just for us, for other local clubs, and yeah, to make sure that young people get the opportunity to participate in the sport and play all year round. And one of the things we'd like to do more of is that individual coaching, to bring out the best of individuals, to get their talent to shine. And we're not always able to do that, but with a facility like this, there's absolutely no reason why we can't fulfill that dream of giving girls and boys more coaching, more skills to allow them to develop further in this fantastic game that we all play.
Well, that is such an exciting roundup for people. 10 years, an exciting 5 to 10 years to come for this club. I think we should leave it there and say to people, watch this space. There's more coming, more information, more communication with you about what's going on in the project. I know you're going to talk to other board members and others involved, because it's a team effort. It's a community effort that's going to get this building built here. And I, for one, am incredibly proud and privileged to play a small part in it and to work with you and to support you as the chairman. So thanks for chatting to me today.
Thanks,
and you'll be back, won't you, with another victim for Gareth's podcast very, very soon. Thank you, Gareth.
Thank you, Michael. Nice to talk to you.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.